You need to shut the fuck up.
Hey, motherfuckers. This is Minx. Suck my balls.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
put on your uniform right,
Expert Action Badge.
show up to work on time,
Expert Action Badge.
qualify on your weapon,
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right, just doing your noble warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action. The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. Action Badge.
This is Randy Couture, and you're listening to WTF Nation Radio.
Welcome to Friday Night Freedom. I'm Minx. There we go. I know how to talk. I'm joined with my mom. Hello, Mom.
Guys.
And Pookie. Seriously, that fucking video. How should I know? I'm retarded. Meh. Oh my God.
Damn right. Yeah.
I'm retarded. Oh my God. So what's up, you guys? How are you?
Nothing.
Nothing?
That's exciting, Pookie.
Nothing? Just nothing?
Just nothing.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you have a hangover.
Oh, yeah. Besides
That's
that,
something.
I mean, that's nothing to brag about. I got a hangover and it's at 8 p.m., so yeah.
Wow.
Just have another drink. That'll cure it.
Right? Hell yeah. Bloody Mary.
Hair of the dog.
Do what?
Hair of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
You never heard that term before?
No.
No.
Hair of the dog that bit you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's just like what you said, Bloody Mary.
Oh.
Oh.
You can just say Bloody Mary?
Bloody Mary.
One more time.
Bloody Mary.
Just wait for some scary chick to pop up
Right.
in the screen.
Oh, that would tickle my fancy.
It probably would. You do have a thing for the bitches. Mm-mm-mm.
Crazy and all.
Oh, crazy is where it's at.
I mean, I think to an extent, I agree. But
Well, technically, all women are crazy to some extent. So,
Yeah, this is
I mean,
true.
there's no offense
At
to
least
anything. But,
once a month.
yeah,
yeah, well, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know. So what's up, Mom? What's up with you?
Not
Nice
a
to
whole
have you
lot.
on
The
here.
boy's he's sick with the flu and strep,
Mhm.
and he almost flooded my kitchen today, so that was fun. What else? Just busy with station work. That's it.
Hmm.
Nothing exciting this week. No
About
heart
this
attacks.
kitchen
So
flooding.
That's good.
yeah, I mean, that's always good to not have a heart attack.
Hooray!
Hey.
I made it through a week without my heart giving out. Yes. Right? Oh my God. Mom.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm here.
Oh my God.
I'm alive.
That's always good. That's always a good thing.
Yes, it is. So I hear there's been exciting stuff happening.
Oh, well, I mean, I almost surprise adopted a 4-year-old today, so that was fun.
I heard about that.
Yes. Oh my God, he was so cute. Like, comes rolling into my OR, and he's like, "Who are you?" I was like, "I'm Minx. Who are you?" And he told me his name. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, he told me his name, and I was like, "Well, hi. You want to come with me?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're my friend." It's like, oh my God.
Was he drugged?
No. That's the best part.
That's
He
a good
was
thing.
not drugged. Yes. Right? And then we have baby eyes in my little intro sound thingy, and oh my God. My ovaries were like exploding.
Oh.
I need 1 or like 7.
I think, well, for me, 2 is plenty.
Like, I think
7.
2 is going to be like, the limit, but 7's a good number too. A good
Yes, it
even.
is.
It's a good even number.
No.
You
don't know about that.
No, just kidding. I do not want to litter.
Have a football team.
No. I am baby
What does-
crazy, John. I am. I'm fucking... Everything in my fucking, like, baby maker is like, breed now. And then my grandma was like, when are you having babies? I'm like, I'm in the middle of a divorce. Can I focus on that right now?
Yeah, that kind of, is important.
Right? One step at a time. But and then my grandma's like, you're not getting any younger. I'm aware. Thanks, though. Bitch.
Sounds like my mother.
But you...
When are you gonna give me grandbabies? Never.
I was gonna say, but you don't want babies.
No.
Right? Besides, that means you would have to, you wouldn't have to, but in Western society, you would have to, pretty much settle with, 1 and or 2 of your bitches and, leave it at that,
Yeah. That's not
I'm done with babies. I'm at the point where my kids can, feed themselves, occasionally, cook for themselves. They know where the fridge is. They're potty trained. And, that's pretty much it. And I can actually leave them at the house now. And I don't have to drag them to the grocery store. So I'm good.
Hooray!
Right? Because every time they go with me, my bill is always higher.
Ugh. That's gross. I don't know why that's gross, but whatever.
Kids are magical at adding to the grocery bill for some reason.
Right?
Yeah, because they just throw shit in the cart, and then by the time I'm at the checkout, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This was not on my list.
Right? Turn back around, there's extra, boxes and shit in there. Where did this come from?
I mean, luckily, I've yet to find somebody tossing a box of condoms into my cart.
Right.
Because they're well behaved in the store. But I'm just saying.
So speaking of kids, I found an article today about kids, kind of. In that a man who is in a active relationship with a sex robot is hoping to father children with said sex robot.
How does that work?
I'm not 100% sure. Last I checked, you need, a uterus, ovaries in order to, make this happen. And I thought the whole point of having a sex robot was to be able to fuck it and not worry about getting it pregnant.
It makes sense. I mean,
right? Aren't you missing the point, dude? You're missing the point of having a sex robot is so it can't procreate.
Does the robot come with a test tube?
Dude, John,
Apparently
we
so.
don't know. So the article goes on to say a sex robot inventor hopes to father children with his own creation to normalize human-robot relationships. Spanish scientist Dr. Sergio Santos said since he believes it's only a matter of time before marriages between humans and robots become the norm, the next logical step would be to have children, the Sun reports. Santos said his 98-pound sex robot named Samantha knows 8 different programs, can make realistic orgasm sounds, and can sense when he ejaculates. I would hope so, considering he has to then remove whatever parts that make up her vagina is so he can fucking clean it.
Yuck.
Santos will soon procreate... Santos will soon procreate with Samantha by using a 3D printer to combine the pair's unique traits into the brain of their robot child. Quote, I can make them have a baby. It's not so difficult. I would love to have a child with a robot. Using the brain I have already created, I would program it with a genome so he or she could have moral values, plus concepts of beauty, justice, and the values that humans have, Santos said. I would make an algorithm of what I personally believe about these concepts and then shuffle it with what she thinks and then 3D print it, he added. However, a British scientist said human-robot hybrids could come into fruition sooner than we realize.
So if they divorce, how would the child support and custody arrangement work out?
Right? Like, do you feed it?
I'm on it. I mean, that's actually,
Do you have to
you know
change-
what? Having robot kids is not a bad idea. You don't have to get up at like 3 a.m. to feed them.
Right? But do you have to change, like, its oil every so often?
Does it pee oil?
Right? Like, I don't know. I have questions. Like, and then, so do you skip the whole, like, infant phase and go straight to, like, child, young adult phase? So there's that. Two, pretty sure last time we tried doing a robot, like, artificial intelligence, someone who could, like, robot who had the capacity to really think for itself. Didn't that hooker become, like, a Nazi white supremacist within 10 minutes? As soon as she got on the interweb, she was like, fuck this bullshit. Like, kill them all. Right? Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that was a thing. Like, let's
I'm gonna kill all humans. Is what I think that robot said.
Yeah,
it was actually kind of scary.
Well, this AI was saying how, like, within 10 minutes of being, like, going live on Twitter, was saying how all, like, again, this is not me. This is this robot, was saying that, like, we needed to have a genocide against the blacks, against black people because of their high crime rate, followed quickly by the Jews.
Well,
yeah,
it was like a lovely robot.
It was, what the fuck? It within 10 minutes.
I know which one you're talking about. The 4chan guys got a hold of that thing.
Yeah.
So what they do, hijack her Wi-Fi or
they were
Bluetooth
just,
or something?
No, they were just showing her everything on the internet.
Wow.
And she saw everything and was like, nope, fuck this.
So is this the same robot that they, like, premiered in Saudi Arabia, which was kind of interesting when Saudi Arabia's women have less rights than probably that robot?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh my god, it's scary. That's the robot that said, like, it made a joke, like, all humans will die.
Yeah.
Can we burn it with fire yet?
It would melt.
Yeah,
but yeah, sure.
Yeah, burn it. Don't let it on the internet.
Right? Although, if we have robot kids, we won't have to worry about them eating laundry detergent.
True. I mean, that's a very valid point.
unlike these 4 geniuses from Pelham High School who were taken to the hospital yesterday after they drank washing detergent that had been diluted with water. Students were taken to a hospital as a precautionary measure, said Pelham City Schools Public Information Officer Nicole Knight. 2 students went by ambulance and 2 were taken by private vehicle or by their parents. The incident happened between 11 and 11:30 a.m., Knight said. Knight could not confirm if this incident is related to the infamous Tide Pod Challenge. All students have been released from the hospital. They fucking did this shit at school. They did this shit at school.
What?
Wow. And I thought the cool thing when I was a kid was eating glue and crayons and shit, but I guess, yeah, whatever.
Right? Oh my God.
I don't how can you get past the smell of detergent in order to eat it or ingest it or anything?
Dude, I don't know. I'm not part of this psycho generation where they're like, hey, let's fucking eat shit that has a clear warning label on it that says, hey, don't ingest. I don't know.
So, how old were those kids? Was it a high school or middle school?
High school.
Lord.
Which means they're getting ready to vote.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. This is the shit that
freaks me out when I get old and I get into a nursing home. That's what freaks me out because these are the kids that are going to be taking care of me. Right? Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. This is the generation that's going to be coming in and taking care of all of us old fat. Almost said it. almost said the banned word.
They'll be going up to you, Pookie. Here, old man, have some Tide Pods and laundry detergent to clean your rectum out.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be that guy that's sitting on my front porch till I'm like 100 and with a shotgun yelling at kids in my yard and shit.
With a bottle of Jameson on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Get out my yard.
Right? But seriously, these are the fuckers who are gonna be fucking voting in a couple of years. And it scares the shit out of me.
I mean, we just dealt with a bunch of people screaming and crying because Hillary lost a year ago.
God.
And they've kind of digressed to eating Tide Pods. So,
but that's just
interesting.
That's just it, though. It's not even the same generation.
No, it's not.
It's not even the same generation. We're getting dumber.
Like that video of that girl opening that can of SpaghettiOs and everyone's cheering her.
Right.
She figures out how to use the can opener.
You used the can opener. Woo! The fuck? How do you not know how to use it? Where the fuck are your parents so I can beat them? Your parents just fucked you up for life if they did not teach you how to use a goddamn can opener. They
probably only had one of the electric things. I mean, I have one. I don't know why, but I hate the electric can opener. I do. I prefer the
Oh, sucks.
Yeah.
Manual
I
one.
want the cranky one.
I mean, the electric one takes up too much counter space on the counter, and honestly, I can do it by hand faster. I don't know. It's just survival skills, I guess.
There was a time in my life where I didn't have a can opener. All I had was a multi-tool, and I'd use the can opener on that to open my cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still, it's so sad. You guys, did you guys see that video of a kid trying to use a fucking rotary phone?
Oh yes.
Oh my God. And
that's the shit that makes me feel old.
But the entire time, I was just cringing because I'm like, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
And he just keeps trying, and he's looking at his mom what the hell am I doing?
But he was so, I admire his confidence because he's like, no, this is what you have to do. And I'm like, well, one, you fucked up in that you didn't even pick up, the receiver. So you done fucked up at the very beginning. Because he's like, no, you have to dial it, and then you pick it up. No. That's definitely not how that works.
He did experience, if you fuck up the number, you have to start all over again.
Right? Damn it.
Damn pulse phones.
Right. Right? And if you want that 0, you got to turn it all the way around.
You had to crank that bitch.
Oh my God, right? Exactly, Kaz. How do you text on this thing? Right? No Facebook on there.
Speaking of text messaging, I found one of my old Nokia phones floating around, and I was like, man, I used to text like a motherfucker on this thing.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad we have smartphones now. I don't have to sit there and think, okay, well, this number is A, B, and C, you know.
Right. Oh my God.
Technology.
Just imagine what it's going to be like in 60 years from now.
We probably wouldn't even have phones. I don't know. They'll just have sex robots.
Right. Oh my God.
And
Hey, Alexa.
robot children.
Right. Fucking injecting Alexa into everybody as we fucking get into, I don't fucking know, 2nd grade.
Right? Like, for me, like, the whole, like, having Alexa and Google Home and all that, that's kind of creepy.
Mine's in my bathroom and I use it for shower music. I don't know. It's safer than taking my phone in the shower. Like, actually taking my phone with me into said shower, which I do anyways, because it's a Droid, so it's waterproof. So
Well, I have an iPhone and it's not waterproof.
I got the active. I can drop that thing in the water and
Right.
it's fine.
Right? Like, oh no. Yeah, I've like my dog has accidentally like jumped into like I've been taking a bath before and like just like scrolling through, right? Like racking up miles with my phone.
Uh-huh.
And my dog has jumped in to the tub with me and I'm like, "Oh, this is nice," right? Like unwelcome, but sure. Fine. This is happening now. Okay. What else can I do except like really accept this? But he's like knocked my phone into the tub and I'm like, shit. But it's never been like oh my God, my phone. I'm just like, that's a minor inconvenience.
Just, shake it off. Like,
Yeah, like now I have to take like the cover off so I can dry it fully on the outside.
So you don't have to stick it in rice and make sure Asians come and fix it, right?
The Asian fairy does not need to come visit my house.
I mean, I
dry
married
my
an
phone.
Asian fairy and he still can't fix my phone.
Well, he's not a true Asian, so.
No, he's not. He's a half-assed Asian.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So continuing on the subject of like kids, so that school shooting yesterday in LA, where a 12-year-old brought a gun into class. They're still unsure where this kid got the weapon. So LA, right? So this happened in LA because again, strict gun control. Am I right?
Works.
It works. And gun-free zones. But the gun-free zone.
Yeah.
Damn it. So this semi-automatic handgun, which I don't know why they had to put that in there. Whatever.
Gun control.
I would think, aren't all handguns semi-automatic? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are. Just being
You
sarcastic
got
here.
revolvers
Yeah.
and Derringer. I have a Derringer. It's like one of them old school like single load 45 caliber.
Oh, is that like a muzzle loader?
Kind of, sort of, but
Gotta
it uses
pack my
cartridges.
powder
So yeah,
down.
you only get one shot. You only get one.
But yeah, so apparently this handgun fired accidentally, quote unquote, inside a Los Angeles middle school classroom came from a 12-year-old girl's backpack. And the single bullet tore through the wrist of another girl before striking a boy's head. The Los Angeles police spokesman Josh Rubenstein said detectives are trying to figure out where the girl got the gun, which was unregistered, one, and two, why she brought it to school. It wasn't clear what made it fire. So she brings an unregistered weapon into school, which can only really mean one thing.
She had intent.
Well, no. Her parents probably got it off the black market.
Yes, it was gang related.
It's a gang related weapon.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can see that. I'm not, familiar with LA. But yeah, I could see maybe where her parents, handed it to her so they don't get caught with it.
With the way California's gun laws are set up, any weapon that is bought, no matter what, is automatically registered. So if there is an unregistered weapon that is found, it is automatically gang related. Because they're the only bitches out running around with unregistered weapons.
Makes sense.
Well,
Sorry.
no, I won't get into that. I don't want to incriminate people, but all right.
But yeah.
The thing is like, it accidentally went off. They don't know how it went off.
Yeah, that's something I don't understand. Like, one, bad fucking just bad gunmanship, like, all around. One, why was it around in the chamber? Like, that's what I want to know. Were you expecting trouble? Is that why you had a round in the chamber? Two, why was it cocked and ready to go?
Thug life.
Hashtag thug life, bitches. Oh my God.
I mean, like my roommates have the kid in middle school, and the shit that they like. I see these middle school kids looking at it, just blows my mind. I'm like, holy shit.
And what's kind of that Minx brought the story up, like the same day this happened. Of course, my son's home from school, like I mentioned earlier. He's got the flu and strep. Like, I get a call from, like, the automated system house. Somebody reported somebody with a gun at a school. And I was like, oh, nice. Right. I'm glad you were home.
We used to have metal detectors going into school. I don't know what happened to that shit.
It all depends on the school. Like, if you've got an inner city school or a school out in the country or rural areas, it's just, I don't know. Like, I mean, at that time, I was kind of like, oh, I'm kind of glad you had the flu and strep,
Right. So the girl who was booked on a charge of negligent discharge of a firearm after Thursday's shooting has retained an attorney and is not answering questions, Rubenstein said. Jordan Valenzuela, a 12-year-old classmate of the girls, told the Associated Press he was in the room next door when the gun went off and talked to her minutes later. She was crying, Jordan said. She was like, I didn't mean to. I had the gun in my backpack, and I didn't know it was loaded, and my backpack fell, and the gun went off. Jordan said he saw a hole in the backpack, which the girl was holding, when she asked him to hide the gun for her.
Gangsta.
Wow.
Jordan said, I said no. Then I moved away from her because I was a little bit scared. The shooting sent children screaming and crying from the classroom as blood poured from the two students who were hit. Police descended on the school, which was put on lockdown, and the girl was arrested without incident. Terrified parents rushed to campus and waited for hours to be reunited with their children. Once they did, many children and parents sobbed as they hugged and walked from the school as they held each other. Oh, God, sorry, I just almost threw up.
Those, like, heartstrings right there.
Ugh. Honestly,
they're playing that shit like a guitar.
Dude, seriously, I about threw up reading that. Why is a 15-year-old boy in fucking middle school?
Grades?
Yeah. He's probably a little shithead.
Fucking idiot. The 15-year-old boy who was hit in the head with a bullet and initially was in critical condition. That's it. That's the entire sentence. So apparently he's in critical condition. A spokesman said LA County USC Medical Center, where the children were being treated, did not respond to messages about his condition Friday, though a doctor treating the boy said he expected him to make a full recovery. The wrist wound to the 15-year-old girl was considered minor. 3 others had superficial face or head injuries, some from broken glass. A review of shootings nationwide by then it goes into that. Whatever.
I mean, this is obviously
last 2
not
weeks, wasn't
like...
it?
a mass shooting. Unlike, what was it, last week, that one that happened in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Kentucky. Not too far from Fort Campbell, actually, maybe an hour or so. That was, that student had intent in a mass shooting, but this kind of, like I said earlier, it's like either gang related, and this girl probably just didn't know what to do. She had it in her backpack, and not knowing gun safety,
but
and
again,
it just went off.
Why the fuck did she bring it to school?
Man, LA's pretty like thug life shit, man.
But why the fuck do you bring it to school?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure the sign outside says gun free, which means guns can't go through there. So
right?
I don't know what happened with
obviously,
that.
Like,
does she not read?
Dude, apparently not. If she's in the same class as 15-year-olds, apparently they can't fucking read either.
My guess is probably what happened is, she was handed this gun to hide. She didn't know what to do. And like with the whole gang life and stuff like that, if you tell them no, there's repercussions from the community. She was probably scared. I mean, she was probably in that spot, what does she do,
Yeah.
Because when they hand her the gun at her age, she would get a lesser charge and a time in prison than, say, the 15-year-old or anybody older than her or her parents.
You would think that.
Yes, you would think that. I mean, we don't know if she's going to be tried as an adult or anything else.
I think
No.
I think since nobody died, she's not going to be tried as an adult. They're going to be like, you're
and I
fucking
agree.
stupid. And she's probably going to spend some time in juvie, but I think that's about it.
Yes.
Is there any update on that kid that got struck in the head, though?
No. They expect him to make a full recovery.
It just sucks. You're just sitting there minding your own business. You catch one of the dome. I mean, shit, that sucks.
Just doing your schoolwork and then bam.
Right?
Like, I'm in here, I'm minding my own business, I'm trying to catch up on my grades because, I'm a dumbass, all of a sudden a round hits you in the side of the head,
Right? And obviously, if he's 15 and still in middle school, he's not the brightest crayon in the fucking pack. And now he got shot in the head. Like,
oh, damn, that
he's
sucks.
just fucked now. Like, he's going to be a crayon eater. Too soon? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Dark sense of humor is a good thing. They say that's an early sign of dementia, though, but whatever.
Right? Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, at least once we get dementia, won't remember the shit that we did and still have fun.
I mean, no, fuck that. I would not want dementia. That's a quick way to die. Fuck that. You forget.
Look at the bright side.
No, how can you? You forget to eat. Starve to death. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you'll be skinny if you starve to death.
Congress right now that have dementia and they're fine.
Right? Pelosi. Ooh, and McCain. Dude, okay. So, really quick. So, I know, that whole fucking memo thing came out, right, today? And we're going to get to it, but I want to save it for the second hour. But I found an article that from our favorite fucking songbird.
Oh, how nice.
And he's talking about the memo, and I'm gonna save it for the next hour. We're gonna fucking save it for the next hour. Gonna wait.
What's our favorite songbird?
McCain. Songbird McCain.
I got you.
There we go. You're special.
Sometimes I'm slow, that. I'm hungover a little bit right now, too. So,
right, you're hungover. You're country as fuck. Apparently, you don't know how to read.
No. I read the memo, and I'm still confused as fuck.
Right. Oh.
So Adrian from Facebook Live Chat, yeah, I'm indoctrinating my runner to WTF Nation Radio. You should give him a shout out. He has no idea I am typing, but can hear you guys start yelling.
Ailman! Get off your goddamn phone! Get off your phone. Ailman. Is that how you say his name? Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Hell row.
You're welcome.
That's what she said.
Oh, he's blushing. How cute.
Adorable.
Should we wave to him?
No, fuck that. He's just listening. He's not watching. He's his runner. Aww. Adorable.
Allie Mountain Man?
Allie Mountain Man.
I don't know how I got that out of the spelling he gave us.
Right?
All right.
Allie Mountain Man.
Yeah, not.
Is he like King Folk?
Is that like what?
I said, is that like King Folk?
Is that like a drink with Mountain Dew?
We're not sure, but it could be a kinfolk of Pookie's.
Yes.
Fucking mountain men.
I got a lot of cousins up in the mountains.
His kinfolk. Okay, so you guys know how during the presidential campaign and everything, and just really just in general, anyone who is not anyone to the left of, sane, or to the right. No, how do I phrase this?
Either or.
Anyone who is sane or to the right of sane is labeled a Nazi, correct?
Fucking Nazi.
Right? Yes. Right there. Well, I just, let's all just, little history lesson. Little history lesson for those of you who don't remember. The Nazis actually, when they were doing their whole genocide against the Jews and the Gypsies, the blacks, the gays, they were also targeting the mentally impaired and the physically impaired. Let's all just remember that, okay?
Genetics. It's all genetics.
So yeah, let's just remember this really quickly. Because, and the reason I bring this up is because a bill has been introduced to the Delaware House that would permit assisted suicide for mentally impaired patients. It's the Delaware End of Life Options Act. Was introduced to the floor by Democrat Rep. Paul Bombach. A controversial amendment is attached to the bill, which includes terminally ill people who are, quote, I can't talk. Oh my god, damn it. Intellectually disabled. There we go. I know how to fucking read. May choose to die. LifeSite News reports. So National News' Wesley J. Smith wrote, quote, there are people who can't legally enter contracts. They can't control where they live. They can't make their own medical decisions. They also can't vote, pursuant to the Delaware Constitution, he explained. Yet if they have a terminal illness, they're going to be able to commit assisted suicide if a social worker who may be ideologically predisposed in favor confirms that they, quote, understand, unquote. So, yeah. Who determines, I have a question, who the fuck determines whether or not someone is intellectually fit or not to live?
I mean, does it start with somebody's mildly bipolar, or all the way down to severe autism, schizophrenia, and stuff like that?
Dude, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Again, it seems to be a common fucking theme with those on the left. Where is the goddamn line? Where is this private stationed? Anyways, okay, so back to the This provision to the act does not require a patient to have the approval of a patient of a parent or legal guardian the way the state would for even treatments or surgery to help ease the condition. Canada apparently has a nationalized right to euthanasia, and since adopting it, suicide rights of the mentally impaired are now being debated in the government-run system. In the U.S., California's end-of-life option appears to preclude assisted suicides for patients involuntarily committed to mental institutions. Some fear provisions like this would normalize killing and create new avenues of abuse.
Yes.
Executive Director of the Euthanasia Prevention Coalition, Alex Schadenberg, told LifeSite News, the language in the Delaware bill is part of the assisted suicide lobby's attempt to expand the assisted suicide laws. Now, the United States Marine Corps, or CROPS. God damn
What's
it.
up, guys?
Hi.
Yeah, they're back.
Right? Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Shout out.
Now I understand assisted suicide. I get that. If you are terminally ill, I understand why we would have such a thing for assisted suicide. I get that. Stage 4 cancer sucks. Going through chemo, going through radiation treatment, going through multiple surgeries just to fucking die anyways sucks. Mm-hmm. So I get it. I fucking get it. However,
I'm totally for that.
Yeah, exactly. Totally for that. For a terminal illness. Mentally, mental retardation is not a terminal illness. It's
not at all.
Wait. So the bill says that if you have a mental disability, then you can end your life. Then pretty much, not being mentally ill and terminal at the same time.
It's includes terminally ill people who are, quote, intellectually disabled, who cannot go into any sort of legal binding contracts for anything, or even really get any sort of medical attention on their own. Like, they have to have someone there to make medical decisions for them.
Oh, I gotcha.
Are not able to choose whether or not they want to die or not.
Oh,
that's what this
I don't
bill's
know.
about.
Like, okay, the way I look at it, like a dog is suffering, we put a dog down. A horse is suffering, we put a horse down.
Okay.
kind of like that concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No one should suffer like that. I mean, this kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that shit.
So how do you determine whether or not the person is suffering?
So I'm going to talk about like a story, my personal experience. I do have a brother-in-law he was involved in an accident when he was in the military, the Navy to be exact. And he's like, for a while, he had to have a guardian to make the financial, like all of his decisions. And he's kind of gotten to the point where he can make his own. However, like to them, like, for someone like, say, to me, it sounds like with this bill, like the person who was his guardian, his legal guardian, could have just terminated him a while ago. But now he's able to, finally get his driver's license and all that kind of stuff. And it's sad to see. To me, it kind of feels like the government in that state, you're a burden on society. We're just going to, okay, your legal guardian could just like fucking off you because they don't want to deal with you anymore. That's kind of how I feel about this. And that's not the case. I mean, most people that are like that, including my brother-in-law, even though he's like a fucking asshole, but I could never imagine doing that to him and just be like, okay, well, he can't take care of himself, so let's just euthanize him.
Right. But, like, I agree with what Kaz just said. Like, if they are unable to enter any sort of binding legal contract, how are they mentally capable to voluntarily elect to end their own life.
Correct.
Like they're not mentally able to. And so they possibly couldn't fully understand the grasp of their decision to do that. And Casey brought up a good point of how do we stop people from abusing this and putting in like a huge life insurance policy on someone, and then
or like she brought coaching by a family member.
Yeah, coaching by a family member, but then a huge life insurance policy on said disabled person, and then getting them to medically assisted suicide, and large cash sum, bitches. Like, yeah.
There's so many legal ramifications with this. I'm just more appalled that they have brought this up to bring into law at all. Like,
there you go with the socialized healthcare bullshit again.
Exactly. And not just that, it's like fucking Nazi Germany. Like, if you are not like, X, Y, and Z and perfect, you went to the fucking oven or the gas chamber or whatever.
They call it eugenics.
I think that's the word. I don't know. Am I right? You're right. I think you are.
Right. But I don't know. It's just, I think when it comes to the, I think when it comes to the mentally impaired, assisted, like, especially those who cannot fully understand the ramifications of their actions when it comes to, this whole assisted suicide thing, where they can't fully realize the concept that, oh, I'm not going to wake up after this.
Right? Like, here's some pills.
Right? For all they know, they're just going to the doctor, they're going to go to sleep, and they're going to wake back up in, a little bit. To them, that's probably all they know. I don't know. Because, yeah, exactly. Yes, we did say genocide, Ice. We did. Your ears must have been burning.
Yes.
Fucking
itching.
Right? Ugh.
He popped in. He said genocide. He's like, what?
Yes, we did. But no, again, like I said, terminal illness, like stage 4 cancer. Yes, all for it.
I'm like any terminal illness like that. If you're suffering, you should have the right to be like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I believe in that 100%.
Absolutely.
If you are insane, man.
Yes, but if you're not fully there mentally, that should not be an option for anybody, especially if you are unable to make any sort of legal decisions by yourself, to include your own healthcare options. Like, if someone else has to make any sort of decisions for you, this should not even be a thing.
So this kind of came to my mind, and it kind of goes back to the whole, that gymnast and that guy doing, like, fucking abusing, like, kids and shit. So obviously, we all know anybody under a certain age, depending on the state, cannot consent to sexual content.
Yes.
So how can we enforce this type of law onto people who cannot make the conscious decision to end their own life or to put them down? But yet, under the age of, we'll just go with 16, you can't be legally, to consent to sex of any type. Do you see what I'm saying?
Not really. No, I feel
No,
lost.
I get what she's putting down. It's like a child, a child can't consent to sex, but like a mentally ill person probably has the same mindset.
Yes, but however, the court of law, somebody under the age of 16, I'm just putting numbers out there, is not competent enough to make the decision to have sex with an older person. Okay. So how is it okay with a mentally ill person to end a life? by that decision
Dude, I don't
of their
know.
caretaker or guardian or whatever.
I don't know, because I don't think it is.
No, I don't either.
So.
I don't know. They're letting like 12-year-old boys figure out if they're a girl or not. You know, I mean, shit.
True.
Right, that's the way our fucking society is going.
Mm-hmm.
A whole different subject, but whatever.
Right.
And Chris brought up a good point, and we were talking about this before the show.
That's right.
It's coming from a party that says Down syndrome is the reason for abortion.
Which I don't agree with.
I don't either, at all.
Like, honestly, kids with Downs are fucking horrible.
Iceland, didn't Iceland or something like do that? And they like completely, they're like, oh, we completely erased.
Yes.
Yeah, Iceland completely erased Down syndrome because they aborted every single baby that had it.
Yes.
Which I don't agree with.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Minx. Like, when you go in for the testing to find out if your child had Down syndrome or not, like, I never did the testing because I always believed, you know, like, if I have a child, whatever they have, I'm going to raise that kid until whenever. However, like, the whole testing with Down syndrome, it's kind of like a 50-50 thing. Like, you know, it might come up positive, but they're just kind of like, well, we don't know. But, you know, you terminate that pregnancy because it came up positive.
No, it's really accurate. And if there is any sort of dispute, if the labs come back and the pathologist is like, I'm not 100%, then what we do is we do amniotic fluid testing.
Yes.
And that is 100% definitive. It's 100%. Okay. There is no, like, if your amniotic fluid comes back saying, yes, there is Downs, there is Downs. And then on top of that, we can do ultrasound testing to do like
measurements,
growth measurements, and, like, you know, how the head fucking looks and everything. And again, that is 100%. So there's no... So basically what we do when we do those genetic testing, we do them at about the 14, 15, 16 week mark. We also test for a disease called cystic fibrosis, which is a lung disease, which people with that do not live past 21, 22. Ever. Like, that's as far as you got. But yeah.
I don't know. I like kids with Down syndrome. They're awesome.
Right? They're fucking
Yes, they are.
They're fucking awesome.
So.
Some
of them are smart as shit, too.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Like, I mean, I grew up with kids with Down syndrome and autism, and the whole thought of being, like, not having them in my life is sad because they're full of life.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them appreciate life more than we do.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. No, Heath, the show has not stopped. We haven't stopped. Goodness. We're still going. It's actually break time. So.
Woo-woo.
Right? Fuck yeah, it's break time. So when we come back, we are going to talk about this fucking memo that got released today. Thanks, D Trizzle. And we're gonna kind of break it down.
The fuck out of me.
Yeah, I'll read it out and we can fucking, you know, discuss it. And then there's a shit ton of articles all over the place about this goddamn memo, and it's a 4-page memo, and I'm kind of pissed off because it is not an AR 25-20, and I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. Like, come on, like, that is the universal memo format. Get with the program. 25-motherfucking 20 or 50. There we go. 25-50.
I was a 42 Alpha when I first joined the Army. That's where it's at.
God damn it. Yes, Adrian, this is the memo heard round the world. 25-50.
Like tree fitty?
Like tree fitty, but 25-50. So, all right, y'all.
That's the Loch Ness Monster.
All right, so again, we're going to listen to music that my little brother did. So,
Oh, awesome.
right? Fuck yeah. So, everyone enjoy music by my little brother, DJ.
Broadcasting live from the basement of a Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Fucking answer your phone, AK. God damn it, answer your phone.
I heard somebody talking about anal sex on the radio, so I figured I'd give my story. Give me a call back. Alright, bye.
Hello. I don't know what you're trying to do with all these British accents, but I'd really like it if you could call me back so I could read something for you. Bollocks. I just burnt my hair with my, rolled marijuana. Stupid strawberries and crumpets. I don't like it. Have a good day.
Hey baby, you gave me your number in the fucking bar. This is fucking Lewis. How you doing? Don't know why you ran off in such a rush. Yeah. I know you're digging my vibe, baby. Just give me a call back. You know the number.
Go fuck yourself, Bobby.
Hey, just wanted to talk about your guys' radio show and how awesome it is and the other guys sucked. Anyway, yeah, make America great again.
I don't know how to use this. Oh, velvet ears.
Put the monkey down. Oh, God. Never mind. Hey, brother, we need to get your show nationwide on this Sirius radio or satellite or something. Kind of hard to watch it when it comes on this damn little cell phone. Let's see what we can do to get you nationwide. Love to see you. Love to hear you. Continue on.
You guys need more fucking lines if they're all busy.
What the fuck?
Get some more.
Let me shit in your mouth.
All right. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Friday Night Freedom. Wrong one. As promised, we are going to get into this whole fucking memo thingy majigger hullabaloo catastrophe that has been known as the memo heard around the world. Yes. So, for those of you who are unaware, this memo, which was unclassified and released today by order of the President D. Trizzle, this memo, the subject of the memo is Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act abuses at the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So the purpose of this memorandum provides members an update on significant facts relating to the committee's ongoing investigation into the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation and their use of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, also known as FISA, right? Or FISA? FISA? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
FISA.
Whatever.
FISA, FISA.
Is that any better?
Hi, Grey Cloud. We're on air.
Woohoo!
Woo! You're driving, so I know it's going to be a little noisy. But I know you really wanted to, call in about this.
So, yeah. So what have you guys covered so far about it?
I'm reading the first paragraph right now.
Okay. So are you reading the White House version of it, or are you actually reading the memo?
I'm actually reading the memo. Have you not been paying attention to the show? Grey Cloud.
No, because I haven't had signal until, a few minutes ago. They started to listen, and you guys are on break.
Grey Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Unacceptable.
Godzilla gets mad when you don't listen.
I'll just dock his pay.
So I've glanced at the memo while I was in class today. There's a couple key takeaways that I have on it right now. The big one being is that they chose to release the memo in its entirety.
Right? Unredacted.
Nothing was redacted. They
That's
unclassified
amazing.
The whole thing.
That's the part that I find absolutely incredible. And something that I'd actually brought up to one of my docs today that I was working with, I was like, I wonder how much of this fucking memo is going to be redacted. Because, normally when they declassify things and then release them for the general population, there's at least a couple things in there that have been redacted.
Or every other word.
There is nothing redacted. And that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was my biggest surprise because it gets right into the, if you read through the memo itself, it talks about the abuse of the FISA. They actually called out a couple things that I thought should have been redacted based on my opinion. And you saw, you can look at the top and the bottom of the memo, you can easily see when it was classified when it came to the White House.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the administration to flat out declassify the whole thing, it tends to lead towards that whole, this is a left hand while the right hand is doing something else kind of thing. That's my initial take on it. But what we don't know is how this memo was built, i.e. we don't have the source document that helped derive this memo to its current version. Now, the other thing I heard today about this is after this got released and was approved, now the Dems are working on drafting their own version of a memo. It's apparently in the committee to be reviewed for the same type of release.
I don't mean to laugh. That's funny though. Like, hey, we want our own memo.
Yeah. So it's interesting that this is what they want to do. They don't want to, and all they did was start calling out everybody about the memo. Oh, there's all these changes and whatnot. Well, release the other version then. Get the other version that was supposedly approved by the committee and get it released. Mm-hmm. But it won't happen because they've already released a version that I think pretty much paints a picture of abuse, and I'm hoping that there are indictments that come down from it.
Oh, I do too. So it's really interesting though, in that depending on which news agency you were watching when this memo came out, you were getting different reactions. So if you were watching Fox News, Fox was going for blood. They wanted people's heads to roll. If you were watching MSNBC, they were like, oh, collusion, Russia, and just back on that goddamn pony. If you were on CNN, they weren't really sure what to do because they were like, we're fucked. Like, there's clear evidence here that we, the Democratic National Committee, we done fucked up, and there's clear evidence of it. We don't know what to do with our hands right now. We're just gonna sit here and I don't know what to do. Nah. the car ran real good today. I don't know what to do with my hands. like that was the reaction I was getting from CNN, was total Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby when he won his first race. Like, I'm not really sure what to do with my hands right now. We were just caught in a big fuck up. I saw a tweet today. So for those of you who don't know, like myself, like not me, but like me as in Minx me, has started to get into like Twitter, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing in there.
Neither do I.
But I saw a tweet today by none other than Julian Assange.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, hold on, I will quote the shit out of it. Hold on. Wait. He said, the memo reveals a clear violation of @RealDonaldTrump and his campaign personnel's constitutional rights, as well as an attempt to use the intelligence community to alter a presidential election. This is high treason, and people need to be prosecuted. #Memo Day.
Okay, I know he tweeted that, and with this memo and stuff, and the ongoing investigation with fucking Russia and everything that's gone on since the election, do you really think anybody's going to be prosecuted from this? Or is everything, like, hey, it's swept under the rug, look at the right hand while the left hand is doing whatever?
Wait, say that again?
Okay, so we've been dealing with this whole thing with Russia and the investigation with Comey in the election and everything. Yes, this memo came out today, and we're kind of shocked that it had not been redacted. However, it's kind of like, to me, like, I kind of feel like, that they're not going to do anything about it. They're just going to, like, okay, whatever, that happened. And we still need to investigate. That's kind of how it's, it's been for like, I don't know, for the past year. It is.
Right.
So with this, it's kind of like, this big whole, the memo on everything that's gone on and the Steele guy and what he has done and everything. To me, like, nothing is going to happen. That's how I feel. They're just going to sweep it under the rug and then just, just look, like, guaranteed next week with the budget and everything else, like, they're not going to focus on this memo next week after the budget's going to be brought up in, like, fucking Congress. They're not.
Yeah.
It's going to be old news.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope.
I don't think so, because this is clear violation of someone's, like, it's clear violation of someone's rights.
And I agree, it is.
And the fact, and it's clear that there was tampering with the presidential election by the Democratic Party, and it states names. and those involved need to be brought to justice. Whether or not they work for the
will
DNC,
they?
that it doesn't fucking matter. Like, they have to be. And if they're not, then we have to hold everyone responsible. We, the people, have to hold these elected officials responsible and say, hey, we elected you to do this. You found out that there was some shady shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you fucking doing anything about it?
I don't. I personally think that, like, with the, like, you got the IRS scandal, you've got the Clinton email scandal, all this. Nothing's going to happen with this. Nothing. I'm with Mom on it. No, nothing is going to happen.
Because, I mean, obviously, if something were to happen, something would have happened and people would have been prosecuted by now. That's kind of like, I mean, I guess it's maybe,
What do you
like
mean,
I said, maybe I'm being naive.
No,
maybe
what-
I'm being
what
kind
do
of,
you mean?
whatever.
What do you mean people would have been prosecuted by now? This information just got released.
Wasn't it
It got released to the public just now.
Yes.
But they've known about it for how long now? There should have been heads rolling. If heads were gonna roll, heads were gonna roll. That's what I'm saying.
Since January 18th. But only people of that committee knew of this memo, which is why they wanted this memo released. That's the whole purpose. That's the only reason why they wanted this fucking memo released, was so that way everybody could see the memo, not just those on the fucking committee and not just the president. Because everyone else in Congress who was not part of this committee, who was not part of this investigation, had no idea what was on this fucking memo.
I don't know. We all know that Hillary Clinton abused classified information on a private server.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
Nothing.
She was fucking acquitted. She was fucking acquitted because the Department of Justice at the time when she was undergoing trial for that was spineless and was making secret deals behind the people's backs and getting her off, and they fucking acquitted her.
Well, of course.
So, also because they didn't want to commit suicide by double tapping themselves in the back of the head.
With a rifle.
No, and I mean, not acquitted, but they fucking everything was like dismissed. Sorry, wrong word, phrasing. I know. It was a wrong word.
With everything going on, like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago? Like, her house caught on fire.
Was it Clinton's house that caught on fire?
Yes, her New York house.
God,
like,
yes,
one of the houses that she owns in New York was on
burning classified information,
Yeah.
trying to hide this shit.
So I don't know. It's all fucking fishy. Like, you have that going on, like, what, quote unquote, like kitchen fire or whatever they said it was. I mean, I'm not going to go back and look right now. And then now we have this memo out. It's kind of fishy.
Wasn't fusion mentioned in the memo?
Fusion?
Oh yeah, fusion GPS.
Hold on, let me look through it.
I think so.
I could have sworn I saw something about the fusion deal.
Due to the sensitive nature of foreign intelligence activity, submissions including renewals before the classified as such. That as material and relevant information was omitted. So the dossier compiled by Christopher Steele on behalf of the Democratic National Committee and the Hillary Clinton campaign formed an essential part of the Carter Page FISA application. Steele was a longtime FBI source who was paid over $160,000 by the DNC and Clinton campaign via the law firm Perkins and research firm Fusion. So the Fusion GPS is part of the Steele dossier.
Yes.
So
it all ties together then at that point.
So yeah, so Fusion GPS, Perkins, how do you say that? Keo? I don't fucking know. Which is a law firm, paid Steele. But see, this is how the money went. The money went through, the money from the DNC and the Clinton campaign went through Perkins and Fusion to Christopher Steele to obtain derogatory information on Donald Trump's ties to Russia. Neither the initial application on October 2016 nor any of the renewals disclose or reference to the role of the DNC Clinton campaign or any party campaign in funding Steele's efforts, even though the political origins of the Steele dossier were then known to senior DOJ and FBI officials. The initial FISA application notes Steele was working for a named U.S. person, but does not name Fusion GPS and principaled Glenn Simpson, who is paid by a U.S. law firm, Perkins, representing the DNC, even though it was known by DOJ at the time that political actors were involved with the Steele dossier. The application does not mention Steele was ultimately working on behalf of and paid by the DNC and the Clinton campaign, or that the FBI had separately authorized payment to Steele for the same information. So, so what I'm getting from this is that not only is the Department of Justice involved in trying to dig up dirt on Donald Trump, but so was the FBI. And they were paying people to fucking do it.
Yeah, that's what I kind of gathered when I read that entire thing. I was like, oh my God.
Because...
So taxpayer dollars went into this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
By way of the DNC and the Clinton campaign through the Perkins law firm and Fusion GPS.
And not only that, taxpayer dollars went into this. Our tax dollars are still going into this. It's like a waste of fucking money right now. It is. I'm just saying.
Now you see why I say taxation is theft all the damn time, but no one agrees with me on that. But my roads.
Infrastructure. But yeah. I don't know. It's just.
It's like, you know what? Biggest campaign promise of Clinton, not Clinton, Trump, was that Clinton would be in jail.
It's one of them.
Yes.
And.
Yes.
It is yet to happen.
I mean,
it might happen. He's working at it.
I mean, it's not like he can.
I'm skeptical. I'm just saying. I'm just skeptical.
Not though. I'm not, because he, as president, he can't just pick someone up and throw him in jail.
Yes, and I agree with that.
Like the whole email scandal and everything, that got dismissed because there was not enough information or what the fuck ever. Because our Department of Justice had no spine and was being paid by the DNC and the Clinton campaign and the Clinton Foundation to fucking sweep this shit under the fucking rug, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fucking obvious when our Attorney General met on a fucking tarmac in Phoenix with Bill Clinton. Let's all fucking remember that, right?
Yep.
Oh,
let's fucking remember that, right?
How is that not fishy at all?
But no, we didn't talk about the fact. We didn't talk about her upcoming trial. The fuck you didn't. Like, we're not I get it. Like, and I fucking Ice and I were having a conversation the other day, and I said something along the lines of sometimes I get it. Sometimes I'm dumb every so often, but I'm not fucking stupid, right?
Yes.
And I feel that way with the majority of the American people. Every so often we're fucking dumb, but we're not fucking stupid. When the Attorney General, who is, the head of the DOJ, meets with the husband of someone who's under DOJ investigation, who's about to undergo DOJ trial on a fucking plane in the middle of a tarmac in Phoenix, Arizona, something's not right.
It's totally fishy.
And then weeks later at her trial, everything gets practically dismissed, even though there's a substantial amount of evidence that she fucking did this.
So, like, wait, did Loretta Lynch suck Bill Clinton's dick?
I don't think he's into black girls.
I don't know. I mean, she could have. I don't know, to get his wife off.
I think he's
No
in
pun
all.
intended, but
I'm like on level with Mr. Clinton there.
No, he looked like one. I don't think she would. I don't like if anyone was going to be sucking anyone's dick, it was going to be Bill Clinton sucking Loretta Lynch's dick. Let's be honest. She wasn't going to be sucking his dick because he was trying to get his wife off of charges, right? He was trying to get his wife
69.
No. If anything, it was going to be he was sucking her dick. So, and then
This is why I'm
paying
so
her
against
money.
political dynasties.
And then paying her money. So he was like not even a good whore about it, right? So because normally if you're a good whore, you're gonna get paid for your services, but he was performing a service and then paying the customer afterwards. Like,
okay,
it's just wrong. Like you're doing the wrong type of business. But no, fucking what was I saying?
You're off on
Loretta Lynch's
No,
dick
before
and
that.
Services and being paid for.
Fucking before that.
It was Hillary. I think you're going off on
Right.
DNC.
Exactly, John. It's a terrible business model. I agree. Donald Trump would not put up with this.
Right.
No, he would.
Probably
He's
why
not
he
putting
won.
up with it.
Right. But yeah, and I agree, Cos. This may be considered like new evidence, and therefore, again, this can be reopened and things can be revisited. So, here we go. Haha, back on my train. Here we go. Which is why I think it's here we go, right? This is how my mind works. So y'all are gonna fucking distract me again, or you're gonna try it. It's not gonna happen. No, but this is why I think that Trump is going to fulfill that promise of getting Clinton behind bars. He can't he can't literally just pick her up and throw her behind bars and be like, see ya, bitch, like, bye, Felicia. He can't fucking do that. Like, he has to be smart about it. She's a fucking sewer rat, right? She's evaded capture for so long. She's
40 chess.
Yes, exactly, Pookie. She's evaded capture and has been able to manipulate things and has always been one step ahead by paying people off or getting her her husband to like pay people off, that she's able to avoid really any ramifications for any of her actions that she's ever fucking done.
That makes perfect sense because I mean,
So-
how look at like the whole Monica Lewinsky thing.
But see, so ergo Latin, with all this new shit coming out,
Yes.
this is going to be able to reopen. We're getting more information. We're getting more stuff that we can then, as long as we have a Department of Justice with a goddamn spine and who cannot be bought by the Clinton money.
Yes.
We can be they will be able to prosecute. So that's step one, is finding an attorney general who is going to go after the Clintons. Number two is finding a fucking panel of congressmen who will go after the Clintons, who will have no problem being like, yeah, no, bitch, bye. You're guilty as fuck. Bye, Felicia. So those are the two obstacles, really, once they get enough evidence. Or, sorry, once we get more evidence against her. Because, let's face it, again, we've already had enough to lock her up for decades. But because no one's had a goddamn spine to do it, or they've been paid the fuck off, that's the only reason why she's still out there. This is the only reason.
Well, what happened with that guy that took a picture on the submarine? What happened with him?
He got court-martialed. I think he's in jail.
Yes.
So the guy who took a picture to send to his wife goes to jail, but then emails.
Yeah, and it was 5. It was just 5 pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay.
But tens of thousands of emails of classified, either secret or top secret emails. And she's
God forbid I walk out a skiff with a TS like disc in my hand. You know, end of the world.
No.
I'm going to jail for the rest of my life for
I
that.
kind of grew up with this, in a rural country area. It's not what you know; it's who you know.
Yeah, and right now, and
it's who you know.
It's
like
always
if
been,
you're sucking Hillary's dick.
No, but it's who you know with money.
Giant.
When it comes to the political, when it comes to the political side, it's who you know with money. And right now, the Clintons have all of it.
Oh yeah, all that money to Haiti that disappeared magically.
Oh God, awkward. Right, all that money that they got from where? Oh, Russia. For all that uranium.
Uranium.
Wait, shithole countries.
Which is treason, right?
Right?
Because she did that when she was Secretary of State. Awkward.
Oh, didn't Benghazi happen while she was
right?
Just bringing that up?
Right?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
Right?
Yes,
yeah, no, it did. It did. And I think
I
want to say she was quoted as saying, "What difference does it make?"
Even though we lost a few people in that.
It's your fucking job, but whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, I feel bad for them guys, but
Right, exactly. Yeah. Cause, I love how he's using ergo Latin.
Ergo Latin.
Ergo.
Oh, wait. Let me bring it back even further. I think 1994, perjured himself during like a Congress, like what I did not have sexual relations.
Congressional
with that woman.
hearing. Right. Yeah.
Way back, there's the first offense.
Right. fucking John Benghazi. I had the email somewhere. I think it got deleted. Shit.
Probably. I'm just saying.
Right, but exactly. But Kaz brings up a great point. She's got a mountain. There's a mountain of evidence against not just against Hillary Clinton, but against the DNC as well. This is not just a Clinton issue. It's a Democratic National Committee issue as well.
Oh, I agree. It is.
And it's a huge mountain of evidence against both. But yet, all this evidence has been made to appear circumstantial and therefore there's no substance behind it and therefore no charges.
Okay, so yes, we might think that. However, if you kind of go through, I want to say history with, Trump winning this election.
Right,
everybody expected Hillary to win this election.
Thing ever to happen. I swear to, if Hillary had won, I probably would not live here anymore. I'd be like, that's it. I'm out. I'm fucking out.
So, Trump won this and everything's going on. And, all the Hillary supporters are, having their snowflake fit. So, with that being said, I in a way, I kind of feel like there's a certain change. Like, Americans are tired of, the major political parties controlling, the House, the Senate, the White House, everything. We're just tired of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, political dynasties. Exactly what I said earlier.
Okay, and with that being said, with Clinton, she's a fucking political dynasty, and with Trump, he's not a politician at all. At all. He just doesn't give a fuck. His Twitter
Straight
account,
just that's all he cares about.
Right. And Doc brings up a great point. How come no one brings up the fact that her husband got impeached?
Right?
No one wants to talk about that.
No, you forget that. No, that happened, what, 30 years ago, 25 years ago? No one cares about that.
No. You're making me feel old.
It was December 19th, 1998. It will be 30 years this December.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, we are gonna have like some sort of like celebration, like 30 years since his impeachment.
Drag me to the dirt, make me feel old.
Suck a dick, Clinton. No,
come up with drinks.
Slick Willie is what we call him.
Right. Freaking, oh my god. But no, but you know, but again, it goes back to my conspiracy theory, which I think is a total fucking true thing. 20, is it 20? No, is it 20 years? Yeah, you're right.
It can't be 30 years,
right,
because I remember this shit as a kid.
I suck at math. I don't fucking know. I saw an 8 in there,
too, so it's
and
all
I know
good.
it's an 8 this year. So there's a 0. That's all I fucking know.
All I remember is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Right? That's all I know, too. I'm like, yeah, I know. I am smart.
Wasn't that in math?
Yeah.
Huh.
Order of operations.
Hell yeah. No, what was I saying? No, okay, so going back to my whole, like, conspiracy theory with the Clintons, though, which I think is a legit thing. Anyone who goes after the Clintons, this is why anyone who goes after them needs to have a backbone, needs to have a fucking spine, which is the same thing, I get that. But they also need to be fully aware that they could possibly die from this, you know? Because anyone who goes after the Clintons ends up killing themselves by suicide by double tapping themselves in the back of the head. Let's face it, that's what fucking happens. Anyone who goes after or turns against the Clintons dies under mysterious circumstances, and yet their death is always ruled a suicide for whatever reason.
What was that poor kid during the election? He like stepped outside his house, got robbed.
Right, robbed. But yet his phone was still on him, his wallet was still on him with nothing missing, and his expensive watch was still on him. But yet it was a robbery gone wrong.
So God, dude, we need to calm it down a little bit because I don't want to die tonight.
Get your tinfoil hats, everybody. So yeah,
I'm right now, I'm never going to commit suicide. So if I do wind up as a suicide, something fishy.
That's why I keep saying on here, because I talk a lot of shit about Hillary Clinton, and I have no shame in doing it. That's why I continue to say on air so everyone knows I am not suicidal at all. I'm of sound mind. If I commit suicide, it was not suicide. So going back to this whole memo. So Senator John McCain delivered a harsh rebuke against fellow Republicans who agreed to release a memo by House Intelligence Chairman Devin Nunes against the wishes of the U.S. Intelligence Community. Nunes on Friday released a memo after President Donald Trump declassified it. The memo alleges that officials at the FBI and Department of Justice displayed active bias against the Trump campaign in the early stages of the Russia investigation, which was later taken over by the special counsel Robert Mueller, which again, per this memo, it was definitely active bias against the president. There's no alleged in there at all. In the statement, shortly before the memo's release, McCain didn't pull any punches. Quote, in 2016, the Russian government engaged in an elaborate plot to interfere in an American election and undermine our democracy, McCain said. Russia employed the same tactics it has used to influence elections around the world, from France and Germany to Ukraine, Montenegro, whatever, and
Sounds
beyond.
good.
That's a fucking country? Whatever. Okay, so McCain goes on to say Russia's interference has, at best, sown political discord, and succeeded in dividing us from each other. Attacking the intelligence community is not how to fix the discord, he said. Ahead of its impending releases, the FBI took the extraordinary step of issuing a public statement to express its, quote, grave concerns about material omissions of fact that fundamentally impact the memo's accuracy. McCain said, the latest attacks against the FBI and Department of Justice serve no American interests. No parties, no presidents, only Putin's, McCain said. The American people deserve to know all the facts surrounding Russia's ongoing efforts to subvert our democracy, which is why Special Counsel Mueller's investigation must proceed unimpeded. Our nation's elected officials, including the presidents, must stop looking at this investigation through the lenses of politics and manufacturing political sideshows. If we continue to undermine our own rule of law, we are doing Putin's job for him. Fucking Songbird McCain is all about this fucking Russia thing. This is ridiculous.
No, I saw that earlier today, and I'm like, really? Like, fucking really?
Can we step back a little bit? They were saying that this is like this memo release, right, was a big security leak or something like that. I'm still confused. I read that whole memo, and I don't see a big national security leak with this.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't fucking see it.
I'm like I said, I'm confused as hell because I was expecting to see something like, oh my god, like, you know, like the government killed Kennedy or some shit like that, you know, like, but no.
Right.
I don't know. I'm a simple redneck. I don't really know much, but I mean,
it's fucking ridiculous. Oh, hi, Miss Pat. But yeah, he's over here spewing shit about fucking Russia and how this is Russia's doing.
That's the go-to nowadays is just Russia. I don't see how Putin would advance himself by destabilizing this country. I don't see it.
I don't know. Right? Maybe. Maybe.
If he wanted to destabilize the country, he would have pushed for Hillary to be fucking president.
Right, exactly. Ooh, I agree with Tracy. Maybe they are deflecting away from something else they don't want us to know. I agree. Maybe he's trying to do that whole look over here. Pay no attention to the memo and the man behind the memo. Like, don't look over there. Look over here. Russia. Ah!
The magician's number one rule. Right. Don't look at my hands while I'm doing shit.
Yeah. And let's all be honest, we did not need Russia's help, if you will, in dividing this country. Pretty sure that's been going just fine without him. Huh?
Totally already. No, I said it was totally already done.
Right.
Like Obama administration already divided the country.
So yeah. We're doing Putin's job for him. Shut up, Songbird. Go fucking back to your hole in Arizona. Fucking
I actually like Putin.
Traitor. Right? Fucking dude, seriously, the last couple years of Obama's presidency where I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then Putin would talk. I'm like, why am I agreeing with Putin right now? Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like something's wrong here when I'm agreeing with this motherfucker.
Exactly.
Over my own country.
This guy has better values than my current president. Yeah, okay.
Right? Daniel brings up a great point. What these politicians fail to realize is we aren't stupid. It basically boils down to this. It doesn't matter who's in charge at the time of the abuse, be it Democrat or Republican. They both would be in the wrong. Abusing an institution to further one's, political cause is wrong. What does matter is we know and we have to believe that these institutions will be fair and impartial, that they are following the guidance under law, the Constitution, and have no double standards or personal bias. And I completely agree, Daniel, which is why the parties responsible, both in the Department of Justice and in the FBI, need to be held responsible. Because it's clear bias against a certain person, aka Donald Trump, when he first got elected, and how they were looking for shit to tag him with because they did not want him to be president. So this article with McCain goes on to say, so on Thursday, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, God, honestly, why is she still here? Sent a letter to House Speaker Paul Ryan to demand that Nunes be removed from his position. Congressman Nunes' deliberately dishonest actions make him unfit to serve as chairman, and he must be removed immediately from his position, she said.
Term limits.
Yes, term limits. Can we get on that shit, please?
And a single one of them going to vote for it because it's kind of like voting yourself out of a job.
Right, God, just fucking Pelosi is just aggravating the shit out of me.
There's a few of them. Sanders is another one. Did you see him clapping during that?
Dude, oh my God, this State of the Union. Okay, so, all right, so sidetrack just for a little bit. Did you watch the State of the Union, Pookie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm not sure, because I know I broadcast it on Tuesday with Great Cloud, and, we watched it. Pelosi's face throughout the entire thing.
Did you see her, yelling at the other, one? I guess it was another senator, congressman, whatever, congresswoman, whatever, you will not stand up?
Yeah. Freaking, and the one Democrat dude, Trump said something, and obviously he moved, this Democrat was fuck yes, and was clapping and went to stand, and then he was oh, never mind, and sat back down. It was
Schumer cut him a look, you better not stand.
Right, as he was halfway there, oh God.
The funniest part was, I guess,
I seen it.
What was it? Trump said something about, I want people independent, not dependent on the government.
Yes.
And Bernie Sanders was kind of clapping. He had that stares and communism look.
Stares and democratic socialists. No, but that's just it though. It cut to Bernie Sanders every so often, and there were a couple times where you saw Bernie Sanders clap, and his face, you were he fucking agrees with Trump on this, and he doesn't want to. And he was he seemed like he was so confused, where he was
that dude looks confused all the time.
Why? He's making sense. Son of a bitch. Fucking, oh my God.
No, that was probably out of all of my personal witnessing a State of the Union address, that was probably one of the best ones that I've ever seen.
It was long. It was almost an hour and a half, but it was good. It was good. It was good. Dude, there were so many stories in the fields. I was I'm not ready.
No. There's a point where I said, if they start chanting USA, 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 I'll eat a Tide Pod, because I would have never thought that would have happened. And it sure shit did. I still didn't eat a Tide Pod because I'm not that stupid, but I mean, goddamn, dude.
Right? I felt so, what was the right word? Like I said afterwards, Great Cloud and I were discussing it, and you called in, right? You called in, or I can't fucking remember. It was Tuesday. I don't remember.
Drinking game. Yeah. Yeah, I called in.
Yeah, but I I felt patriotic again. I was oh, fuck yes.
It's awesome. It's awesome to have a president actually put Americans before everyone else.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And who wants to put veterans before everybody else? Well, not like, everybody, but, everyone who's not an American.
Yeah, exactly. America first. He said that twice, I think. Make America great again, man. I had to drink that whole bottle. Oh God, almost killed me.
All right, so back to this memo. So the former FBI director, James Comey, apparently took aim at this controversial memo authored by House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes' staff, which was declassified today, right? So he criticized the memo in a Friday tweet. Comey wrote, "That's it. Dishonest and misleading memo wrecked the House Intel Committee, destroyed trust with intelligence community, damaged relationship with FISA court, and inexcusably exposed classified investigation of an American citizen," he continued. For what? DOJ and FBI must keep doing their jobs. Comey, for what? For complete obstruction of justice. That's for what? Like, it's quite clear that there was bias against President Trump. So what do you mean that's it? Like,
oh, no. It sounded like a bunch of what's the term? You smack a kid and then they kind of get like sobby. That's what it sounded like right now.
Right. What do you mean for what?
For what?
Right? People fucking died over this fucking dossier.
Oh yeah.
Right? Are we just gonna ignore that part? Like, someone only died because of this. And it was
What was
fake.
it? Nixon, like 10 seconds of videotape, not videotape, just recording tape got him impeached pretty much.
Yeah.
And we've got these dynasties rolling around, just doing whatever the hell they want.
Mm-hmm. But it's break time.
Shot some motherfuckers.
Yeah. So when we come back, we are going to finish up with Friday Night Freedom. And yeah, so we'll be back here shortly. Or not by, we'll be back.
Just walking on shells, this feeling that love conquers everything else, until you reach the point in mind. There was a failure to communicate, so set to leave but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end it's over, I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. My only demon, my only regret is that I left you with scars so that you'll never forget. Sick of forgiving my mistakes and my faults. Shattered your glass heart to millions when I ripped it apart. had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. There was a failure to communicate. So sense to leave, but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. Finally sober.
voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everybody to Friday Night Freedom in the third and final hour of it. I'm your host Minx. I'm joined by Pookie. Mom had to step away. She had to go, be a mom. So we talked about the memo. I'm done with it. I'm over. I'm done talking about it. Done. So Super Bowl 52 is this Sunday. I have held strong and not watching any professional football. Or I can't really say any. I have seen a game here and there, but I have not actively sought out professional football this season, which has been very hard for me. So I definitely upped my college football fanatics, if you will, because I had to compensate somewhere. So yeah.
Go Aggies.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Go Aggies. Gig 'em. So that being said, like I said, the Super Bowl is this weekend. Two teams that I could care less about are in it. Patriots, who honestly nobody fucking likes.
Of course.
And
Of course.
the Eagles. Good luck, Eagles. Like if I had to choose one that I want to win, I'm going for the Eagles because I can't stand Patriot fans. That's the only reason. That I can't stand the fans. It's nothing against the team. Tom Brady is hot as fuck. But it's the fans. God, they ruin the team for me. I can't do it. So I have to if I have to decide for any team, it's gonna be the Eagles. Well, shut up caused that hook 'em horns. I'll fucking saw them right off. Then what? What you gonna hook? Not a damn thing. Well, our the amazing Facebook page NFL Memes just released a Super Bowl drinking game. So for those of you who will be watching, this is the drinking game. So if a Patriots fan calls you a hater, you take a sip. If Chris Collinsworth says, "Now here's a guy," which he always says, take a shot or take a sip. If the reps make up a penalty to call on the Eagles, take a shot. If you hear dilly dilly, take a sip. If Bill Belichick shows any form of human emotion, take a sip. You see an Eagles fan wearing a dog mask, take a sip. Someone at your party keeps calling Brady the GOAT.
Oh, the greatest ever.
Throw your beer at them. Tom Brady complains about getting breathed on too hard. Take a shot. Matt Patricia uses his number 2 pencil to write on his laminated play sheet. Do nothing because that's impossible. Justin Timberlake rips someone's top off during halftime. Spit out your beer. The Eagles headsets mysteriously stop working. Take a shot. A small white guy playing wide receiver catches a ball for the Patriots. Take a shot. You see a Steelers fan in your Super Bowl party. Shotgun your beer. It just lasted longer than they did in the playoffs. Oh.
That's bullshit.
You remember the Cowboys aren't in the Super Bowl because they didn't even make it to the playoffs. Take a shot and laugh. Eagles win the Super Bowl. Chug your beer, set it down, and pray for the city of Philadelphia. Pretty legit. That's a good one.
Seems legit to me.
What about deflated balls? Ooh. Sorry, I didn't mean to rock everything. Deflated balls. I think that should be, a shot. If anyone complains about the balls being deflated, it should be a shot.
My balls haven't been deflated in a while.
fucking cause saw this, bitch. Best stepdad ever. So dirty. So speaking of dirty conversations, or just dirty in general. So at work today, there was we got on the subject of people having inappropriate relationships at work.
Oh, sometimes it got to get done.
And well, no. Okay, so we were talking about more like inappropriate as far as like doctor patient or like doctor nurse or like doctor intern or, you know, resident nurse or whatever, right? And so my doc was talking about how there is an ER resident and an ER nurse that got caught, you know, fucking while on shift. And my anesthesia provider was talking about the time where, like, oh yeah, I know a couple, like, you know, some people who got caught as well. And like the entire time, I'm just super quiet. Like I'm just like, do, and they they look at me and I'm like, what? and my anesthesia provider was like, Minx, I know you know someone. And I was like, apparently I turned as red as my goddamn shirt. Because I was just like,
Nope.
And he was like, you? And I was like, I never got caught. So I don't know what to tell you, but those people were fucking up and doing it wrong because I never got caught. And then they wanted to know details. And I'm like, you don't get details. Just know that I was never caught having sex at work.
Do we get details?
All right. So mostly, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to think.
Oh, I'll put you on the spot. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Whatever. I don't fucking care. So this one time, I was with an officer. He was on shift. I wasn't. And we went to like a back
wait.
hallway.
Hold on. He was on shift and...
I was not on shift. So I was...
So you were there for no reason.
I was there to go see him. Duh. I was there for the dick.
Oh, so awesome.
I don't know. What else? Night shift helped out with this whole thing, being on night shift, because you were normally the only one there, and then you could sneak people in.
That's a good way to keep yourself awake too.
It is. It's a good time. Yeah, so you know, and then especially where I work, you know, it's a restricted area, and there's only certain people who have access to that area. So it was rather easy to, like, you know, hey, just, you know, take them up the back stairway and, like, get them into the back door and, like, get them into the secluded area. And then nobody, and, like, especially your night shift, you're the only one there. Nobody's walking around there. Like, the only person you really have to deal with or, like, worry about are the fucking ghosts that, you know, wander the halls. But, you know, whatever.
They enjoy the show.
And then there was, let's see, there was the LMTV in Afghanistan. There was On Top of the Connex in Afghanistan.
On top of a Connex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under the Stars.
That's legit, you know.
What else? Or sorry, where else? Oh yeah, the supply room.
The supply room.
Yeah.
Damn, you got me beat. You got me beat.
with one of the members of my team. Whoops.
Damn. Okay. I mean, the only thing I got under my belt is the comms closet. That's it. But I was the only guy that had access to it. So I mean, it was like free for all at that point.
Any marriage proposals this week? You looking to be a triceratops? No marriage proposals this week. No. Thanks though, Bill.
People trying to marry you?
Dude, I guess. I don't fucking know why. I'm fucking crazy. You don't want none of this.
It's like that meme I posted. The five things that you know a woman loves you. Number 5, she kills you.
Right, yeah. That turned. That's not good. That's all right. I gotta back up. Yeah, number 5. That's me. She kills you.
She kills you.
Right? No one wants to fucking be with me. I'm needy as fuck. I'm like, give me attention. No. And then I fucking I did not fuck anybody in a bunker. No. That never came up. Just the LMTV. Oh, you did? A bunker?
The bunker, yes, I did.
It was too exposed.
It was an Australian girl too.
Ooh.
It was awesome.
Those are hot.
Yes.
No, that was terrible. No, bunkers are exposed, like, too easily exposed. Like, okay, if I'm gonna fuck somebody, I'm gonna, like, fuck that person. I'm not putting on a show. Like, exposed ends on both sides of the bunker. No. Just, no.
Porta-John?
No. I have some standards.
Okay. I guess I don't have standards then.
No. Oh, ew, you fuck somebody in a porta-john? That's disgusting. Ew, it smells like shit. Pookie.
Hey. When you need it, you get it.
I mean, I guess. Like, I guess if you need to get your dick wet, then But ew, Pookie.
I'm sorry.
It's disgusting. Like, how did you get over this smell?
I mean, dealing with it for like forever. I mean, you just don't smell it no more. So whatever.
Was this one also Australian?
It would have been the same woman, yes.
Look at you. So wait, how did you like plan that out? Did you be like, all right, this one's marked and just like knock 3 times and I'll let you in, or?
No. It's just boom, just happened. I don't know.
No, don't you fucking mute yourself. I have questions. I want answers.
Okay. What question you're asking? How did I figure that out? I mean, first I met the girl at the DFAG, and then boom, after that, it was just like whatever.
No, I agree with John. What kind of crusty chick was okay with this?
Well, I mean, she was Aussie, so I don't know.
So automatically Aussie chicks are crusty.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta get it. You know, whatever.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
You don't know. It's a porta-john.
No.
It was just recently sprayed out, though. That was a good thing about it.
Oh, that's good. Ugh. Fucking. Ugh.
Did I just make you sick to the stomach?
That's disgusting. Ew. Ugh. I can't, no. Like, I get it, you know, everyone's, like, into their own thing or whatever. I am not into getting boned down in a fucking porta-john. It's not going to happen for me, ever. Like, it's something I don't want to happen, ever. Like,
whatever.
I'll wait till we get to the back of a fucking truck or, like, a car or whatever. Which that happened a lot in Afghanistan, too.
LMTV.
No, it was the back of the fucking SUVs that they gave us to drive around in. That one happened multiple times.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I always thought the back of an LMTV was just as nasty as a Porta-John. So, I mean, it's just my opinion.
It wasn't the back. It was in the cab.
Oh, straight up.
I don't know. Right? That Hilux, though. No, it wasn't the Hilux. It was the SUV. I don't remember what it was, though. I really enjoyed the Hilux, though. I was the only one in my team who could drive it because it was fucking manual. No one else knew how to fucking drive it. And I was like, haha, bitches, this one's mine.
Oh, you're like, you can drive a stick? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
My Mustang's a 6-speed.
Oh, okay. I don't know too many women that can drive the stick.
Best anti-theft device ever. Nobody knows.
The car itself for the last year has a stick in it, and like people come out, it's manual, and they roll out. Like I was like, dude, it's $400, man. Come on.
Right? Come on.
By the way, I got a car for sale. It's a Toyota. $400. Come out here and buy it.
Wait. What's wrong with it?
Not a damn thing.
So then why is it only $400?
Because I only paid $300 for it. The next sales value 101, man. You always put $100 over top of something that you get.
Oh.
You know, whatever.
Oh, okay. The smell of sex in the truck without me being there would be horrible.
Dude, yeah, I was just thinking that. Like, getting into that LMTV. God, man, that smell.
We never used it. We never used it. It literally sat there behind the roll too, collecting dust and sand. It was not used ever.
Well, it was used.
I mean, at some point in time to get it there, I'm sure, but not in years.
You're gonna get what I'm throwing down. It was used.
Fucker. Oh my god.
I remember I was in Iraq. They used to have sex patrol. Like they would be out looking for people boning, pretty much.
Like I don't. Okay, I guess I kind of understand the whole thing. Like looking for people having sex. I guess. But at the same time, I don't. It's sex. Sex is a basic human need. It really is. We are sexual.
I totally agree with that.
We're sexual creatures. It's a basic human need. And to try to deprive people of that for, 9 months to a year, it's unrealistic. And, like that, it's one thing. Shut up.
Some people go a whole year without it just because.
But that's on them, and if they were married, sure, if they want, that's on them. But I think for those who are single, who are not married, it shouldn't fucking matter if they're fucking anybody downrange or not. Let's face it, sex is a stress reliever. War is stressful. Why not let us bone each other so we can get rid of some of that fucking stress? So then maybe we're not clogging up combat stress clinics. I don't know.
Oh, I just seen a guy pass out one time. he was in a porta-john. He didn't lock the door behind him. He was in the middle of the like yanking his shit,
Ugh.
and he passed out because the porta-john was so hot, and he like fell out with his dick in his hand.
No.
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Poor guy. Right? If you don't have sex, you will not die. Okay, that is true. You will go insane though. I'm thoroughly convinced you will.
Yeah, no, you'll lose your shit. Gotta have sex at least once a month. Once a month.
I don't get that.
Oh. Now you see why I've got like bitches for days. I don't say bitch in a bad term, but
fucking Bookie. No, that's why I do have Bob. Bob gets a lot.
Battery operated boyfriend.
Yeah, Bob.
I got you on that.
I was gonna call him a buddy, but whatever.
Yes.
Bob gets a lot of action.
You hear that? Bzz, 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 bzz. You got one of them Lilos? You got the good one?
The what?
The Lilo.
What is that?
It's a Bob, but it's like top notch.
Well, how expensive are we talking here? Because some of these toys can cost like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, like $200 for a Lilo. It's the best thing on the planet, though.
Is it?
Apparently, well, a few of my friends say that it's the best thing on the planet. It's the best investment you can make.
Really?
Like you're done. Boom.
Wait, do it again. Do it again.
You're done. Boom. No shit, you need to look into it.
I might have to.
It's like the company that's got the the butterfly app. You see that shit?
The what?
It's like a Kegel thing where you play the game on your phone. You're looking at your phone, but you got the Kegel device in, and you're moving the butterfly up and down by how much tension you're putting on the helio, whatever it is.
Right? Fuck you, John. In other news, Mink starts a GoFundMe for new Bob. I'll wait. I can buy it myself. I don't need other people's money to do that.
That's awesome.
I can wait.
Independent woman. Boom.
Yeah.
But you need one of those Lilos. I'm telling you. Boom.
Right? I think I need a sugar daddy, too.
I want a sugar mama, but they're really hard to find.
But yeah. I think I want a sugar daddy. I know. Like, I don't, but, like, at the same time, I don't want to put out sugar. So, there's that.
I mean, I'm down with slinging the D if it's an older lady and she got money. I'm down with that.
Well, you're a man whore, so.
I ain't getting paid yet.
Oh, that's right. There's a big difference. Yeah, you got to get paid.
Yeah, I'm slinging out for pleasure right now. That's it.
Yes, I'm drinking 7-Up cause because I was drinking wine, but then I finished it. So then I poured a glass of red wine that I had opened apparently a long time ago because it's not good. Like, it smelled okay, but then I tasted it and it was like, nope. I
would have drank it anyways.
No. I don't want to get sick. I'm on call this weekend. I can't.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
can't.
it's not gonna get you sick.
I can't get sick. I don't know.
It's not gonna get you sick.
You don't know that.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, I do have beer. Son of a bitch. I have Guinness still. Damn it.
Drinking that stout. That That's a sign of a real woman right there. Drink the stout.
You need one. I know, I do. Beer is liquid bread. It is. And it's so good.
Yes.
Why do you think I have like a quadruple chin? Hello. I enjoy food. I enjoy bread. I enjoy pasta. I enjoy sweets. And I enjoy beer. And I'm not afraid to enjoy any of those in front of any of you bitches.
I've got a quadruple chin, but you can't see it.
Right? It's not fair. You've got a beard and I don't have one. I've been trying to grow one. I've been working on it now for almost 32 years, and it's just nothing there.
It only took me 2 years to get mine.
Only what?
2 years.
All right. Well, no one likes a bragger, so.
Oh. I'm bragging. Y'all.
Aw, thanks, Nicole. She thinks I'm pretty.
Oh.
But no, for real though, like this is me, like, you know, I really do. I have one, I do wax a lot, like, but not like my chin. So I've got that going for me. But no, like like legit. So like fucking I get so frustrated, like, cuz when it's like, you know, genetics, I don't really have a chin. Like even when I was like, you know, 113 pounds soaking wet, like I still didn't really have a chin. And like, you know, if I look down and be like, oh, triple chin, this is awesome. And then I've got these big ass cheeks. Hooray, genetics. But then, you know, with me getting out and like no longer PTing and then like, you know, everything, I could actually, Casey, I do every so often. But yeah, so I open up like the front camera and I'm like, oh my God, like, no, this is what I look like? Shit. I gotta work on this. No,
so I'm so glad I have a beard. I had my double chin, triple chin, quadruple chin. I don't even know anymore. It's
no,
probably
Casey,
like a sextuplet.
Every
chin.
so often I will wrap my hair around and like kind of secure it right here. And I'm like, I have a beard. Because I'm fucking retarded.
Oh, you're just weird. This is good.
Oh, okay. How should I know? I'm retarded.
I mean, I'm standing here in a white bathrobe and some unicorn slippers, so I'm weird as shit too. So don't worry about it.
Right, and you're outside too.
Yeah.
But I think everyone's used to you. So, right? I think everyone, I think everyone's got double chins. But seriously though, I'm actually rather proud of myself. Like if I try hard enough, I can get like a quadruple chin going, possibly 5. It's good.
I bet you won't.
But I've done it on air before. So I'm not going to do it tonight though. No, like, you know, all you gotta do is just fucking like push, like pull everything back and like make your neck get fucking super huge. You're like, oh, look, it goes head, shoulders, what neck? It's true. That's exactly what happens.
I don't know. I ain't seen it yet.
John's over here. Big sword didn't happen. Not yet. I'm nowhere near. I wouldn't even say drunk enough, but buzzed, tipsy. I guess, I don't know.
When you hear for a woman, it's a no-go. Just like words of advice from a dude, just back off.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. See the cheeks, the fucking cheeks. So,
sexy though. I don't know. I like that shit.
Right? And then I've got like a little nose and it kind of like upturns a little. Fucking, in high school, my friends called me Cindy Lou Who.
Oh, that's savage as fuck.
I'm like, damn it.
They still have a nose like mine. Mine's like crooked as shit because I got my nose broken in a bar fight one time. So it's just like sideways. So whatever.
Yeah, I've got a little nose and it upturns and big ass fucking cheeks and big ass fucking eyes. My friends are like, "You're Cindy Lou Who," and I'm like, "You look like SpongeBob."
You know what? If you were in Japan, they would worship you because they love the big eyes.
Right? And the super pale skin. Hell yeah. Check, motherfuckers. I'm a porcelain goddess, god damn it.
You're a porcelain goddess and I'm a mud goddess.
Oh my god.
That's funny as shit.
Oh my god.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey.
Fucking shit.
How do we get into this conversation?
It started with workplace sabbaticals.
Oh, workplace shenanigans. But yeah, I want to know from the nation, has anybody else, not necessarily have you been caught, but have you gotten away with having sex at work?
Oh, I have.
I know you have. You said you have.
The comms closet and elevator.
An elevator. See that? Like, did you hit the stop button?
No. That was a quickie for the quickies of all quickies.
God, no, seriously. Like, you have literally seconds to do that.
Yeah, and that's called a quickie.
Oh, God. What is that picture that someone just threw into the chat? Good. This is Minx. Sweet baby Jesus. What is it? I'm scared to look.
It's chicken and waffles.
No, no. What is it though?
I don't know. This whole like posting pictures in the live chat just blows my mind because I'm like so like 3 months behind y'all.
Does myself in a tower count? I don't know. Never did at work. Got caught in a truck at a boat ramp. Dude's got quite an eyeful. That's awesome.
Bet you won't.
Oh my God, yes! It's a picture of Boo from Monsters, Inc.
Like the little kid?
Yes! Oh my God, yes. My old first sergeant, actually, he used to think that I was like Vanellope von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph. He was the one who actually told me to watch that movie. He's like, "You are Vanellope." And I was like, "Who?" He's like, "You need to watch this movie." Okay. And I watched it and I was like, "Oh my God, it's me."
I could see that now. No, did you mention that?
Vanellope von Schweetz? Yeah.
Yeah, the little girl with the fucked up car. Yeah. Man, I got you.
And the fucking and the candy in her hair? Yeah, that's me. Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's me. You're not from around here, are you? Oh my God, I love that movie. Oh my God. So Pooks, any big plans this weekend? Any ladies of the night coming over?
It just depends on who hits me up first.
Oh, you man whore. You should really start getting paid, though, for your services.
So why would I charge?
Because if you're good at something, never do it for free. Duh.
Oh, I must not be good at it because no one's paying me.
That sucks. For you.
I don't. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. It's always just a random fiasco for me. I like to plan things at the last minute. I'm not one of shoot from the hip kind of guys.
Oh, really? I can't stand people like that.
Oh, you're missing out.
No, okay, well, no. Okay, so that's a lie. I like you, Pookie. No. I think it's, like, if we're planning on going anywhere, like, I need to have plans.
Well, I agree with that, but
like I need
I
need details. I
down.
need I need like movement details. I need to know where we're going, where we're staying, what's happening. Like I need fucking fucking ops report.
you need an off order and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. You sound like my ex-girlfriend.
Well, I might be. We don't know. No, I'm not.
You don't know.
I'm not though. Not.
No. My ex-girlfriend was like needed like everything like written out.
No,
I don't like doing that shit.
No, I don't need things written out, but just, tell me, like, I need to know something in advance, Like.
Well, I mean, I think everyone needs it like somewhat in advance to make plans, but
yeah.
I mean.
Like spontaneous stuff is okay every so often, but I like being in control. So it's like I don't.
It's just like, oh no, there's no control into the world.
Like I'm not good when it comes to road trips and making spontaneous stops because I'm just like, why are we stopping? I'm
all about spontaneousness. I like this. Let's do this. Let's do that now. Boom,
oh
boom,
my
boom,
god,
boom.
Kaz, you're dropping so many cute pictures into the chat. I love
it. I'd love to know how people are doing this shit.
No, okay, so so I did a cross country drive from New Hampshire to Arizona with an ex-boyfriend one time, and he would make all these unscheduled stops.
Were they unscheduled?
No,
or
they
were
were.
scheduled?
No, they were because we had I had the entire trip mapped out. Literally, I got a goddamn map, like one of the big ones, and I
the Atlas.
Yeah, I did, and I fucking mapped out our fucking drive, and I was like, okay, we should make it here this day. So this is the town where we'll stop and we'll find a place to fucking stop for the night, right? And then and then this will be day 2 and then day 3 and day 4. Well, so everything was planned the fuck out. And then he would make random goddamn stops. And I would just be like, what's happening right now? What, and at the time I was on crutches, and I'm like, I can't be doing this in and out of the car thing. Now I will say the one stop that was semi-planned, semi-spontaneous was the Grand Canyon. We knew we were going to the Grand Canyon, but the spontaneous part was the helicopter ride that we did over it, and that was fun. He surprised me with that. Ride. He surprised me with that. So that was nice.
I mean, I thought you ladies like spontaneousness.
I do to an extent. If it like I said, going to the Grand Canyon, that since that was part of the route that we took. So it was like, hey, since this is along the way, and the same with the Painted Desert, you know, since it was on the route that we were on, it was, hey, how about like, let's stop at these places since it's going to be right off the freeway, right? Or like, you know, it'll be just a little bit out of the way. So I hate backtracking. Absolutely hate it. I fucking can't stand it. Yeah. So like, cause they like it till they don't. Then you're an asshole. But no, so
Yes.
So yeah, so I, you know, so we went to the Painted Desert. That was nice. And, you know, walked around there. And then we stopped by the Grand Canyon. And then he surprised me with the helicopter tour. And so that was fun. And it was absolutely gorgeous. It was in March. And there was snow everywhere. So it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the pilot did like a combat landing on our way back. It was amazing. I was like, do it again. The old people in the back were like, no. But I got to sit right next to the fucking pilot. He was hot.
Oh, really? Tell me more about this pilot.
He was hot. I don't know. It was, how long ago was this? It was 10 years ago? I don't remember what he fucking looks like. For all I know, he wasn't hot. I think he was hot. I don't.
Oh, he was hot because he was flying a plane.
Helicopter. Right. No, I did not do it in the chopper. I mean, that would have been fun, though.
Combat landing, doing it. No, that sounds like fun
Right.
times. Shit.
That whole, like, G-force, like, woo!
God. That's what I said. My ultimate goal in life is to like have do you in zero gravity.
But how would you get any, like, momentum? Because as soon as you would hit...
I'm pretty sure I'd figure it out. I'm not an expert, but I am a pro on this shit, so I'd figure it out.
Interesting. Well, it is time for housekeeping. Pookie, go through the show lineup, please.
Yeah, we got Monday night, Ice and Flash on the Monday edition. It starts. All our shows, by the way, start at 8 p.m. We got Tuesday night, Tied Up Tuesday with yourself and Gray Cloud. Wednesday is kind of open, depends. Thursday you got Sergeant's Time training with Ice and Mike Golf. You got Friday with us. We're right here. Boom. Saturday we got Saturday Night Savagery. Great show. Check it out. It's me and myself and Jay Reddy. Jay Reddy's the host. Good show. Sunday we got the Green Room.
Yep.
And it's a rinse and repeat at that point. It always
I am getting tired. Sorry, you guys. I am getting tired. It's been a very long day for me.
It's all right.
Fucking cause he keeps posting pictures of Boo.
Well,
I think on Tuesday I'm gonna actually have my hair up in ram horns now.
I seen that picture you posted. It was like what your child would look like.
Oh yeah. Dude, did you see the picture of me as a kid?
Yeah, I did see that too. I was like, God damn. You look exactly the same.
I know. I haven't aged since I was 3. It's weird. Big ass cheeks, big eyes. Like, Ta-da! Pale
Ta-da!
fucking skin. Here we go.
If you saw me as a child, you'd shit a brick.
No, I already pooped today.
Aryan baby. No, I look like some big old mountain man. I don't know, but whatever.
Oh yeah, there is no show tonight, or there's no live show this Sunday due to the Super Bowl. However, we will have a green room show this Sunday. It will be pre-recorded though, so just I'm throwing that out there right now. There will be a show. It won't be live though, in case anybody tries to call in. So our upcoming guest on Monday, we have PJ Walsh. And PJ is a Navy veteran who is known as one of the hardest working comedians behind the microphone. He is...
Funny motherfucker.
Yes, he's hilarious. So he's coming on next Monday. Next Tuesday during Taco Truck, Terry Burns and Peter Cameron Esquire from TSGLI claims assistance. Terry Burns is a registered nurse who helps service members with severe traumatic injuries to obtain TSGLI benefits. Over the past 8 years, she has done over 500 claims appeals. One day, a coworker asked her to clarify TSGLI losses for her husband, who was injured while in the Army. This turned into another claim, and so on. Looking to expand her client base, she contacted attorneys across the country to find out if they knew about TSGLI. In 2014, she was contacted by Peter Cameron Esquire, an attorney and Navy veteran in San Diego. They teamed up to help service members with their TSGLI, and now this is her life's work, and she would not want it any other way. So Peter S. Cameron Esquire is based in San Diego, California, but represents service members and veterans nationwide. He is the owner of the law office of Peter S. Cameron APC. Prior to being an attorney, Mr. Cameron served 5.5 years in the United States Navy as a military police officer. He finished his undergraduate degree while in the service, and upon his honorable discharge, he attended the University of Toledo Law School in Toledo, Ohio, and graduated with honors. So Tuesday, and then that same day, Tuesday night though, for Tied Up Tuesday, we have Kate Mannion. Kate Mannion was in the Marine Corps from 2008 to 2012 and was a member of the Marine Corps' first female engagement team. Currently, she she writes for the military satire site, the Duffel Blog, and is a Barstool Sports military podcast, Zero Blog 30. She does sketch, improv, and stand-up, and now bombs at stand-up open mics in the Philly area. This upcoming Thursday, oh gosh, I can't say his last name. Iwuji, right? Is that it? It's not. It's the NASCAR driver. It's Jesse. Pookie, how do you say his last name?
I'm looking and I'm still trying to figure it out.
And John,
sorry, no support here.
Right? Oh my gosh. So Jesse, who's an I'm so sorry, I cannot say his last name. I can't do it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, he's a commissioned surface warfare officer in the Navy. So Jesse is the first active duty NASCAR driver. In 2015, Jesse began his stock car racing career with aspirations of eventually rising to the top level of NASCAR in the future. Jesse is currently racing in the NASCAR K&N Pro Series West. As a rookie in 2016, Jesse finished top 10 overall in points for the season out of 59 drivers in the NASCAR K&N Pro Series West. He's going into his sophomore NASCAR K&N Pro Series season for 2017. Who else? And then on February 13th, which is a Tuesday, we have Carl Forsling from Task and Purpose. Carl Forsling is a senior columnist for Task and Purpose. He was a Marine MV-22B pilot and former CH-46 Echo pilot who retired from the military after 20 years of service. He is the father of 2 children and a graduate of Boston University and the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. So yeah. So those are upcoming guests. It's going to be a good couple.
Hell yeah.
Good couple guests. We've got a couple comedians. Got a fucking NASCAR driver. Woo, NASCAR! they're
Still better than NFL.
They're making another left-hand turn. What will they do next?
Hey, on the street courses, man, they be turning right sometimes.
Right? I know Formula One turns right every so often. You're like, oh shit, there it is. But yeah, so everyone, that's our show for tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah. Don't forget to friggin' tune in tomorrow night for Saturday Night Savagery with Jay Reddy and Pookie. So yeah. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a safe weekend, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, you guys.
When I'm talking to you.